What are we doing, Seth?
Talk about birthday celebration. Obi Kubana at 50 on one side, and you have Dangote at 68 on the other side. Which one do you choose? April came with the heat, but not just from the weather. No. Two giants, two birthdays, two different worlds. Obi Kubana at 50, Aliko Dangote Baba at 68. Same country, same month of April, but two different complete vibes. We're going to break it down a little bit and see how entertaining this was. And two icons of What Are We Doing, Sir? We'll be right back.
What are we doing, Seth?
Now let's start with Obi Kubana. If you were in Abuja around the 13th of April and your street wasn't vibrating from private jets, then you weren't near the venue. Because Obi Kubana didn't just celebrate a birthday. He shook a whole capital city. For the benefit of those who don't know who Obi Kubana is, well, let me do a little intro. His name is Obinna Oyebu, popularly known as Obi Kubana, a Nigerian businessman, philanthropist, nightlife king, and serial entrepreneur. He is the chairman and founder of the Kubana Group, a bubbling hospitality empire with clubs, lounges, hotels, restaurants, and I even hear he does keke nape business too, all across Nigeria. This great man celebrated his birthday on the 13th of this month, April, and it was epic. Oh boy, things happened. Now, the guest list alone was star-studded with important personalities such as Peter Obi, political man. You also have Pastor Jerry Eze, who told you that pastor cannot have a good time. Then you have Kubana chief priest, he showed his presence. Pretty Mike, AY, Brother Shaggy, so many of them. All right? And even that the pepper soup queen brought her legendary fire to the pot. We saw it and we tasted it. Well, online at least. That kind of thing. Now, here is how it went wild. First off, one of the guests, Pretty Mike, didn't just walk in. He marched with a crew of mummies. Yes, people wrapped head, Egyptian mummies. What can I say?
Dr. Obi Kubana is not just a man of success, but a force of inspiration for the empire of hospitality to this age.
It was incredible. Everybody was like, what's this? Am I supposed to be here? It looked scary, somehow like out of place. But he played up as one of the major side attractions. Now, and then there were those who just called it, unassuming, but it's all good. It's all part of the theatrics, it is so. Whether you understand it or question it, know it. It stole the spotlight, I tell you. And that wasn't it all. Before the main event, Samsung threw a whole pre-birthday party for him as their brand ambassador. And nice dignitaries like Investigator PH, Dr. Zoe, to the Enviable Transport, the heavyweights were present. That alone looked like the main event. Is it the main event? It was the real earthquake. It shook the whole of Abuja, and we are still feeling the ripple effect across the social media. It wasn't just a party, it was a festival of influence. Obi Kubana reminded us that 50 is not just a number, it's a movement. What are we doing, sir? Now, on the flip side, Aliko Dangote, the cement king, the refinery don, Africa's richest man, turned 68 on April the 10th. I salute. No jets flying overhead, no pastors going live, no dance floor videos, nothing going viral. Yes, simple and straight. But the cake was something else. It spoke volumes, I tell you. One shaped like a refinery, another like a cement plant. Yeah, those were his babies. Another as a grand mosque. With his long-time friend Femi Otedola, dedicating an Instagram post to him, and being present too was Anthony Joshua, among others. Simple, silent, but yet significant. It was a night where saw him, very relaxed. So maybe he's thinking of building another refinery for all I know. And yet, these two men are most successful in their field. Both men are legends in their lane, but their celebrations, night, day. Okay? Which brings me to my question. What are we doing, sir? Yes. Because in today's world, we sometimes think success must come with noise. Big cake, big camera, big caption. But these two men are proof that success has many languages, Obi Kubana, he speaks vibe, networking, being with people. Dangote, on the other hand, he speaks strategy, legacy, few words, maybe silence sometimes. But guess what? Both of them are right. Both are kings, and they have created a legacy. But both remind us that success is not for those that rush, but to those that are intentional. Are you? And this should come as a lesson to those comparing, stressing, rushing to pepper them Instagram thing. Calm down. Build first, then grow. Then you can show up anyhow you want. As Dangote or as Kubana. Or choose at that point. Let your birthday, whenever it comes, tell his own story. Because if you do it right, like Kubana or Dangote, your celebration won't need a caption. I tell you, you don't need a caption at all. In fact, if this made you smile, turn your subscription on and share this video. Share the content and let me get your comments. Which side do you like most? Are you the guy that if you have money, you want to blow? Maybe blow it all in a show-off party? Or you're on the other side where you simmer and reflect the way forward? Or maybe you're a little bit of both. Where do you belong? Even with the little success you've made, what legacy are you creating for yourself? What name are you branding yourself? Or do you care about name at all? Some people have money, but they don't have a name. What is it in the name, you ask? A lot. Money can buy that. What is your legacy like? Let me get your comments on this one. Celebrations for those two guys. I really love their personality, their kind of person. When I grow up, I want to be like them too. All right? Age is just a number. It's never too late. But whatever side you belong, make sure you put your intention to work. Intention matters, not just prayers. Prayers is a backup. Go get the job done so that we can celebrate you too. What are we doing, Seth?
What are we doing, Seth?